The Pontiac Firebird is more than just a car, it's a symbol of American ingenuity, power, and the spirit of freedom that defined an era. Born in the late 1960s, the Firebird emerged during a time when the automotive industry was undergoing a dramatic transformation. It was the age of muscle cars, a time when horsepower ruled the roads, and the Firebird was Pontiac's answer to the growing demand for speed, style, and performance. Today, we'll take a deep dive into the history, design, and legacy of this iconic vehicle, exploring why it continues to captivate car enthusiasts around the world. Let's start with the origins of the Firebird. In the mid-1960s, the American automotive landscape was dominated by a fierce rivalry between Ford and Chevrolet. Ford had the Mustang, a car that revolutionized the concept of the pony car, and Chevrolet responded with the Camaro. Pontiac, a division of General Motors, saw an opportunity to enter this competitive market. The Firebird was introduced in 1967 as a sibling to the Camaro, sharing the same platform but with its own unique identity. From the very beginning, the Firebird was designed to stand out, with a sleek, aggressive look and a focus on performance. The first generation Firebird, produced from 1967 to 1969, was an instant hit. It offered a range of engine options, from a modest inline-six to a powerful V8, catering to a wide audience. The base model was affordable and practical, while the high-performance versions, like the Firebird 400, were built for speed. The Firebird also introduced innovative features for its time, such as hidden headlights and a distinctive split grille, which became a hallmark of its design. It was a car that appealed to both the everyday driver and the thrill seeker, embodying the perfect balance of style and substance. As we move into the 1970s, the Firebird underwent significant changes. The second generation, launched in 1970, featured a more aerodynamic design, with a longer hood and a sleeker profile. This era also saw the introduction of the legendary Trans Am model, which would go on to become the most iconic version of the Firebird. The Trans Am was named after the Trans-American Racing Series, and it was designed to be a street-legal race car. With its bold graphics, shaker hood scoop, and powerful engines, the Trans Am quickly became a cultural phenomenon. It was the car of choice for rebels and adventurers, immortalized in movies, TV shows, and music. One of the most memorable moments in Firebird history came in 1977, with the release of the movie Smokey and the Bandit. The film starred Burt Reynolds as the Bandit, driving a black and gold Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Overnight, the Trans Am became a symbol of coolness and rebellion. Sales skyrocketed, and the Firebird cemented its place in pop culture. It wasn't just a car, it was a statement. It represented freedom, independence, and the thrill of the open road. However, the 1970s also brought challenges for the Firebird and the automotive industry as a whole. The oil crisis of 1973 led to stricter emissions regulations and a shift in consumer preferences toward smaller, more fuel-efficient cars. Muscle cars, with their powerful V8 engines, were seen as gas guzzlers, and many manufacturers struggled to adapt. Pontiac, however, managed to keep the Firebird alive by introducing smaller, more efficient engines and focusing on the Trans Am's performance heritage. The Firebird proved to be resilient, evolving with the times while staying true to its roots. The third generation of the Firebird, introduced in 1982, marked a new chapter in its history. This era was defined by a focus on aerodynamics and modern technology. The Firebird adopted a more futuristic design, with pop-up headlights and a wedge-shaped body. It was lighter and more fuel-efficient than its predecessors, but it still packed a punch under the hood. The Trans Am continued to be the star of the lineup, with its high-output engines and aggressive styling. The 1980s also saw the rise of turbocharging, and the Firebird embraced this technology with models like the Turbo Trans Am, which offered impressive performance without sacrificing efficiency. By the 1990s, the Firebird had become a true icon. The fourth generation, launched in 1993, was a return to form for the Firebird. It featured a bold, muscular design that harkened back to its glory days, with a wide stance and sharp lines. Under the hood, the Firebird offered a range of powerful engines, including the legendary LT1 V8. The Trans Am, once again, stole the show, with its distinctive hood scoops and rear spoiler. This generation also saw the introduction of the Firebird Formula, a more understated but equally capable version of the car. But as the 21st century approached, the Firebird faced an uncertain future. Sales began to decline, and Pontiac struggled to compete with foreign automakers and changing consumer tastes. In 2002, after 35 years of production, the Firebird was discontinued. It was a sad moment for car enthusiasts, but the Firebird's legacy lived on. Today, the Firebird is celebrated as one of the greatest muscle cars of all time, a symbol of American automotive excellence. So, what makes the Pontiac Firebird so special? Why does it continue to capture the hearts and imaginations of car lovers around the world? The answer lies in its unique combination of style, performance, and cultural significance. The Firebird was more than just a car, it was a reflection of the times. It represented the optimism and ambition of the 1960s, the rebellious spirit of the 1970s, and the technological advancements of the 1980s and 1990s. It was a car that evolved with the world around it, always staying relevant and exciting. But perhaps the most enduring legacy of the Firebird is the way it made people feel. Driving a Firebird wasn't just about getting from point A to point B, it was about the experience. The roar of the engine, the feel of the steering wheel in your hands, the thrill of acceleration. It was a car that connected you to the road and to the world around you. It was a car that inspired passion and excitement, and that's something that will never go out of style. In conclusion, the Pontiac Firebird is a true American classic. It's a car that represents the best of what the automotive industry has to offer: innovation, performance, and style. It's a car that has left an indelible mark on our culture and our history. And while the Firebird may no longer be in production, its spirit lives on in the hearts of those who love it. So, the next time you see a Firebird on the road, take a moment to appreciate it, because it's not just a car, it's a piece of American history. Thank you.